Hi. Is it podcast 1 or 2 or 3 now?
Well, it's 3. The dumb thing is that I haven't fucking put up number 2 yet, so... But we're gonna record anyway because... Gonna keep it regular. Just for our sake, really.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about anyone else, to be honest. Pretty selfish.
Hey, my shirt's actually black today. It's not purple.
That's why I wore red, yo. It's a little bit of contrast this time. Because you always wear like dark bluish colours, eh?
Yeah, blue or black. I'm not really a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of like bright colors or anything.
Yeah.
But when I came back from Australia, I actually bought a bright yellow T-shirt from Australia, like the ones that soccer players wear.
Just for the lulz? Or just because you wanted one?
Just because I wanted one.
Fair enough. I mean, like, yeah, that's another thing, eh? Like, some people tend to wear certain colours. Apparently, Wellington is famous for the amount of people who wear black.
Black?
Yeah, apparently it's like in Wellington especially, it's like the colour of our kind. Of Wellingtonians, I mean, not like brown people or something. I mean, like Wellingtonians, like the culture that we normally just love the color black, especially in winter and stuff. If you ever see, actually, I don't think I've seen or like paid attention in like public, like actually with like live, in front of my eyes. It's always been in the news, like, or some piece on Facebook or something, like Wellington likes to wear black. Black's Wellington's favorite color, etc., etc.
I've noticed, like, wait, have people stopped wearing puffer jackets?
I think that phase is over. Hey, holy shit! Puffer jacket phase is dead.
I mean,
What's now? What's in the new now?
I don't know. I don't go outside. I'm usually just in this room.
Oh shit! So you have no idea.
No,
Just with your blue and blacks.
Yeah, just my blue and blacks, my greys.
I actually don't know that it was a puffer jacket generation. You know, the school kids had a uni, like everyone. Maybe it's been like summertime. We haven't seen puffer jackets. That's why.
No, but
maybe it'll come back again.
That's when it came in. It was during the summertime. That's when, because prices were lower for puffer jackets,
right?
So people bought puffer jackets, and everybody wore puffer jackets. I remember listening to the radio, and they were like, "Why are people wearing puffer jackets when it's so hot outside?"
Like in the last few months or something.
No, it wasn't the last few months. It was back when it was a huge thing.
Oh, okay.
Right. Back when I used to, like listen to the radio.
Do you own a puffer jacket?
No. I just own normal rain jackets.
Normal blue and black clothes.
Yeah, normal blue, but my rain jacket's white.
Holy shit! You KKK nigga. That's a juxtaposition, yo.
What?
KKK N-word. No, it's not, is it?
What's a juxtaposition?
Not a juxtaposition. It's when you have two concepts which are like
Contradicting?
Conceptually contradicting. Contradictory.
Oh, like
like friendly fire.
Yeah, or there was another one.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah.
You know, it's juxtaposed. So two things which are opposite and they're put together. That's a juxtaposition. Fuck, that's English level
like
30.
Small crowd.
Yeah, that small crowd.
That's the one I remember. Yeah. That's the only one I remember.
Healthy McDonald's.
No. What? Whoever says healthy Mac's?
I don't know. No, but like the whole like salad thingy, like buying a salad. Okay, actually no. Yesterday. Okay, actually I've recently been doing Uber, and Uber Eats as well.
Okay.
So Uber is when you like drive passenger. Uber X when you drive passengers.
Okay.
And Uber Eats is when people order food.
But Uber is the company.
But Uber is the whole.
Oh,
company.
I get it now. Okay,
It's two different products that they do, two different services. One's for passengers, one's for food. But they're all for customers anyway. But Uber does the whole thing. Yesterday, I was doing both because as an Uber driver, I became an Uber driver like 2 weeks ago. So.
Oh wait, has it only been 2 weeks?
It's only been 2 fucking weeks, man. Like literally last week, I started doing Uber.
It's brilliant. That's brilliant. I thought it's been longer.
Why is it brilliant?
Because I thought you applied ages ago, didn't you?
I applied ages ago, but I didn't get my P endorsement. And I didn't feel like Uber Eats was gonna be that good. As in, like, it's gonna be boring. Like being like a delivery boy, like I didn't.
Being a delivery boy is probably one of the like somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, but I think that I thought of myself too highly to do that job, like to do that menial job. But that's just my personal.
Preference and opinion.
It's not a preference even. It's like what I think of myself. I never thought of me being that
High.
low.
Low. Oh, okay,
Right?
yeah.
But I used to fucking like. I was a trolley boy at Pack and Save. That's like the one of the lowest places you can be. Then like checkout operator. I was a checkout operator at Pack and Save. That's another low place you can be.
The thing is, like, people got to do it anyway. Like, somebody's got
Right.
to do it. Otherwise, I mean, in the future, it will be replaced by machines anyway. I mean, self checkouts are becoming a huge thing. More people line up for the self checkouts than they do for like normal counters
That's
nowadays.
true. Yeah, and then then sooner or later, there's going to be like automated supermarkets, where it's called like a self supermarket or some shit like that. Self market.
Yeah.
Self market.
So I mean,
that's a good idea.
Countdown's already done their thing where like you can just order online and they can deliver it to you. There's a company out there, I don't remember the name. You can search it up. Where you go into the supermarket, you just pick out what you want, and then you just walk out. You don't have.
Is it Amazon?
It might be Amazon.
But it's not in New Zealand though.
It's not in New Zealand.
Yeah,
No.
somewhere in the US probably.
I think it's still a concept.
Right, a trial version, experimentation.
Yeah. I'm not because I haven't heard anything about it lately. Haven't heard about it taking off and stuff like that.
So it's still probably like concept mode or
Concept,
trial mode. Well, not concept mode because it's like become a real thing, hasn't it? Already.
I don't think it has yet.
Okay, so it's still concept mode.
Because how do you
version.
do that anyway? Like,
Do what?
let's say you wanted a banana, you go into the store, you take the banana, and you leave. Like, okay, I get that. Like your account will have some sort of like it would be your supermarket account will be linked to your bank account to deduct what you take. But how does the supermarket know that you've taken a banana? Yeah.
Do you have to scan anything like at the banana place?
You just walk. Apparently, you just walk out.
Grab it and walk.
Yeah. So what? If it's going to be camera operated, how many cameras are there going to be?
Exactly. How they scan your card, how they know that you were the one. You'd have to have your phone.
It would be
something.
It would most likely be face recognition.
Fuck that.
Why?
That's a bit too like.
Face recognition is everywhere though.
Yeah, I know.
And
what do you mean by everywhere? Like public wise, everywhere.
Not public.
Exactly, that's the thing I'm talking about.
It's at airports now.
And in what sense?
International international hang. I don't know. When you go through customs and stuff.
Yeah, isn't that what customs do? They look at your face and they look at your face, see if you recognize it or not. That's what they do. Yeah, face recognition.
And now
for automated face recognition.
Yeah.
At the airport.
And well,
explain that shit.
Oh, okay. So when I went to Australia, you've got your passport. I'm not gonna bring mine out. But you put it in this little scanning thing and they scan it, and then you walk to a place where it's got 2 feet on the ground. You stand there, you look at the camera, and then it just takes a picture and it scans your face, and then you just go through. You don't need to talk to anyone.
niggas.
The funny thing was, right?
Talk to people.
That's supposed to be faster, right? Me, my partner, my dad, we were going to Australia.
Yeah.
Because we were all in the same flight.
And just all had those cool passports.
All had the cool passports, but all of us were waiting for the self
self-checkout.
This self-checkout, the automatic system, right?
Yeah.
Where the people, there was only one person who was sitting as a customs officer to,
take other people.
Other people. Only one person went through it and got through faster than all the rest of us. And we were like, we should have just gone there. Like, it would have just been easier for us.
Right. But imagine having, 4, 5, 6, 10 of the automated ones. It'd be way easier.
Yeah,
so it's still, I guess, trial version, prototype version. They're still going to roll it out slowly. Just like self-checkouts at supermarkets.
Yeah.
It rolled out slowly, and then they added more and later.
Yeah. That will most likely...
That's all like a gradual process.
It's funny, though, because it's like, that's supposed to be faster right now, but it isn't.
But it's not.
It's not.
I guess they're looking at the long term and the short term.
Yeah.
So in the long term, it's going to be beneficial because they'll save so much money and be so much faster because they can process lots of customers. It's more accurate because there's no human error built into it. So they're still trying to make it better. The tech still has to be close to 100%. You know, maybe it's like 80 or 85 right now, and it's not 100% yet. But they're trying to get in places which are safe.
Yeah, because they've done it with Australia and New Zealand at the moment. I know
Right.
that. I mean, I've only gone to those two countries.
So you don't know about other.
I don't know about others.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
most likely have. US definitely. Also, face recognition
Yeah.
is now on phones. iPhone 10 has it. It's not the greatest. It's not the worst.
Is it to open your phone up?
Yeah, to open your phone
Okay.
up right now. I mean, does your phone have thumbprint recognition?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next best thing is face recognition. Samsung's got Retina recognition, which I don't
Don't know how it works.
I don't really understand that. I don't understand Retina, but I understand the face stuff. And Facebook has face recognition now as well.
When you tag people in photos and stuff.
You don't need to tag them; they automatically
Yeah, it's
tag.
like, do you want me to tag this person
This person and this person.
in on your photos? No, I'll do that myself. You fucking Facebook. Oh, did you hear about the Facebook leaking data and stuff?
Yeah, but I don't think it was their fault. Was it?
Well, Mark Zuckerberg said sorry.
Oh, okay, it was their fault
So-
then. All right.
But yeah, because like they sold on the information to like data collecting medicine or something. I can't remember
It was
what
called
was it something with something with M?
CA, wasn't it?
CA. I don't actually know. Oh, I think I remember the name Madison, but I actually don't.
What, Madison Ivy? No.
No,
Madison Ivy was thing.
I don't know.
A dating site.
Madison Ivy.
Yeah, so a lot of profiles were hacked from that site.
Oh yeah, that dating site
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
cheat on your partners.
Yeah, that's the one.
I can't
It-
use it.
yes.
I don't have a partner.
Yeah, is it a requirement that you need a partner?
Nah. Well, wasn't that how they marketed it? Ashley Madison, you dumb fuck.
Ashley Madison. Oh, wasn't
It's not
what's
Madison Ivy. Is that a porn star name?
Probably is a porn star.
Checking out Madison Ivy.
Oh shit! Snap.
That's what you call.
Wait, what is it called? If
Yeah, don't just Madison Ivy. I'm fucking good.
don't. Regardless, we were talking about a dating site that's for cheaters. If you're going there, like, take a good look at yourself, like, straight up. Use Tinder. FB data. What was it called?
Fucking ugly.
Data
leak.
leak. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, Cambridge Analytica.
Cambridge, not Madison. What the? M.
Yeah,
The M was there.
Yeah. Cambridge Analytica. Oh, sorry, bro.
No, sorry.
Um,
I'm sorry.
Cambridge Analytica, yeah, was using it to. I remember they were using it to target specific audiences.
Fair.
Yeah, but to do it in a way that so let's say you were you voted for National and I voted for Labour.
Yeah.
If they saw what you were into and everything, they would heavily
Target marketing towards a national voter
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand what that means. But the problem was that they sold that information
they sold
onto
that
other companies.
But I'm pretty sure it's in the T's and C's where they can do that anyway.
But Mark Zuckerberg said sorry. Like there's a voice clip of him somewhere. The soundbite. That was I've learned that word soundbite.
Soundbite. Yeah.
Soundbite, and it's him. And that's what I remember. That's what a soundbite is meant to do, right? It's meant to be like short as fuck, but it's meant to stick in your head. So I know that Mark Zuckerberg said sorry, which means that there's like a whole idea of like him being guilty of doing something wrong because he said sorry.
The thing is, if it is in T's and C's, then he hasn't done anything wrong.
But then he wouldn't say sorry if he hasn't done anything wrong. So he said sorry. I heard it on the
but
radio.
There's a lot of people who say sorry even though
They didn't do anything.
They didn't do anything. Like it could just be.
But like in the public and stuff, I don't know.
Yeah, because you don't want to look like a bad guy. You just say sorry, but you don't mention your T's and C's. No thanks.
T's and C's, mate. Allow T's and C's.
And 50 mistakes. And like, okay, because if it's in this T's and C's, then it's definitely not a mistake.
His company made mistakes in how it handled data belonging to 50 million of its users and promised tougher steps to restrict developers' access to such information. So he admits that his company that he is the CEO of made mistakes.
But yeah, I know. But the thing is, right? Okay, developer access to data. Like those are just APIs. Like we're just grabbing information from Facebook about certain people. That's just like basics. So like the game 8 Ball Pool. Do you know that mobile app?
I remember that game.
Yeah, yeah.
Miniclip.
Yeah, Miniclip. Yeah, but
.com.
it's on the phone now, and you can link your Facebook profile to it.
Wow.
That's what developers use to link your Facebook profile to the game. So
Yeah.
everything just so you can find your friends easier and blah blah blah. So I honestly don't believe he did anything wrong. The fact that he sold it, I guess that's the wrong bit.
That's the wrong thing. And Zuckerberg later told CNN that was a major breach of trust. I'm really sorry this happened. We have a basic responsibility to protect people's data. So that's the thing, which I think I remembered from that soundbite.
That's the thing, though. If it's in the T's and C's, then he's allowed to do whatever.
I don't think it's in the T's and C's because he said sorry. Like
But like, he could probably be like,
he could put it up,
the-
article 4 point thing, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and be like, "Look, we're allowed to do this, so fucking shut up."
Yeah,
He could have done that,
he can, yeah.
but would that? But he said sorry, so he admit, or maybe he's a
But
beta nigga.
I reckon it's what's it called? Not PAs. The people who tell you what to say on screen.
The media guys,
Yeah, the media guys. PR.
PRs,
PR.
public
probably,
relations.
Yeah, probably telling him to say sorry to make him look
Right.
like a good guy.
Okay.
Whereas if it isn't the T's and C's and he can do this, then it's fine. You're using a free platform. You're using free software and free hardware as well. Because that Facebook data, where do you think it's stored? Where do you think it's stored?
In the US
But where?
and hard drives.
Yeah, in the hard drives, right? And those do those hard drives belong to you? No.
No.
Right? They're stored in databases and hard drives that Facebook has to pay for using
Electricity, or
electricity and
energy,
then
whatever.
getting their money from ads and stuff. And we're using their platform for free. If it's in the T's and C's, then they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Okay, that's a more interesting idea. It's something to ponder on, I guess. For
I mean,
for me.
you ticked. I've read into.
I've read that.
I
Yeah.
agree. So yeah,
If you took it, then you must have read it. I mean, that's like the, but that's the catch.
contract. That's the contract, though. Yeah.
I wonder that. Okay, it has
Yeah.
to be real. It has to be that companies know that a majority of the people
Oh, yeah.
will not read the T's and C's,
Yeah.
so they can put whatever they fuck into it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard about one company who like put like a, if you read this, then like we'll give you $100 if you email this number or something. They put it somewhere random into the T's and C's. Only one guy
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
I claimed that piece of cash.
I have a friend who read the T's and C's just out of fun for it for some random account, and there was a recipe for like an apple pie. And I was like, what? Like, you can put anything random in there and just make sure. And
no one will pick up.
No
Most
one-
people will not pick up on
yeah,
it,
most people like.
including me and you.
Yeah. I never read the T's and C's because honestly, if it is free, I just.
But that's where, if
That's-
it's free, then that's a fucking thing. Because they want to offer it for free if they're not getting something out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe that relies on you ticking the terms, the T's and C's anyway.
And that's Facebook.
Terms and conditions. That's Facebook.
That's Facebook.
Fuck. So we took the terms and conditions box however many years ago. We were young as. Maybe that's why the age is 13 and not 18 because they know that kids will just tick it anyway. And that lasts for so long and people don't think.
And
Holy shit, conspiracy.
And they update their T's and C's on a regular basis anyway, at least once every year. At least.
But we don't have to tick it again, right?
I don't think...
Once it's ticked,
They-
it stays ticked.
They say we've upgraded the T's and C's. Here you go, you can have a look at it or not.
I'm pretty sure that's not how contracts work. If anything changes in the contract, you have to sign it again.
Sign it again.
But that's New Zealand.
So
I'm pretty
that's
sure.
so
Not
T's
about
and C's are
online.
not contracts. They're more terms. They're just terms.
You have to
and
agree
conditions.
to it though.
Yeah, agree
So
to
it is
to
sort
use
of a written contract in a way. You have to agree to what's being said here. So that's like a form, like an online signature. Isn't it? Or is it not?
Yeah, well, it is, but at the same time, like, I look at it as a contract. Once you agree to the T's and C's, then yeah, you're signed
You've
your life
signed your life away.
to Facebook.
To
Until you've
FB.
deactivated your account, they can still use your data,
Yeah.
even if you've
Like,
deactivated.
yeah, so Facebook can use my data, like, because I've signed the T's and C's, so I'm happy with Facebook using my data. It's when the Facebook corporation on-sells that data to another corporation who I haven't made a contract with. That, I think, was the breach.
But if it, okay, yeah, no, fair enough.
So that's
that makes sense.
That
yeah.
makes sense. So, but anyway, what I was trying to say before,
What were you talking
we
about?
went from like Facebook back with Uber,
What?
and juxtaposition,
Yeah.
and then like so.
Yeah.
The reason why I brought up Uber is because yesterday
Hmm.
I was doing Uber Eats and Uber together, and these two chicks from the uni complex
Yeah.
housing, etc. They ordered 4 gelatos from Hell Pizza and a cheesecake, and
Yum.
that's it.
Do you think they were going through a breakup?
But there was there was 2 chicks. A breakup? What do you mean?
Okay, so
Is that what you're doing?
yeah.
Oh!
What?
No, I'm kidding.
So usually, like, so when you see it on TV, when somebody goes through a breakup, they just eat ice cream. Ice cream has that effect on people to feel better, because
Is that just psychological?
isn't it?
Or is it a physical change?
What do you mean?
Like
by-
ice cream actually scientifically makes you feel better.
No. Definitely psychological. Because as a kid, when you get ice cream, you feel happy about it,
Yeah.
and so when you have ice cream, you just feel better about yourself.
Oh, that nostalgic
Yeah, nostalgia.
vibe
Yeah,
or
yeah.
some shit.
And like you've linked it in your brain.
Yeah.
Ice cream is happiness. That's how I felt lately. I've been having ice cream every day. Been getting fatter.
Just German stuff?
Yeah. I've been...
German ice cream. That's the juxtaposition. Oh! But that's what I was talking about. They got gelato or desserts from a pizza making place.
Yeah.
Hell Pizza.
Mhm.
Like, isn't that a seem of a juxtaposition?
No, because
Nah,
pizzas
it's
and
not
ice
really.
cream are not opposites.
Not necessarily, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
So that was what I wanted to come back to. But Uber's fucking good though.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it's bringing all the small companies like up as well. Cause
What do you mean?
so small restaurants and small businesses can use Uber Eats or the other delivery apps, services
Yeah.
to send their food away now, instead of having to hire somebody, pay for petrol, pay for car and stuff. They just
Yeah.
have to pay Uber to send the food
Right.
out.
As long as it's worth it, because I know that well, this is public information, so I'm not leaking anything. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But it's like companies Uber charges companies 30%
That's fine.
of the food.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, is it 30%?
and they charge Uber drivers 15%.
Okay. Yeah.
So like 45, so nearly half Uber's taking away from small businesses. So in a way that they're helping the market by getting more customers,
Yeah.
but the same way they're profiting a lot from it.
Isn't that why when you order from Uber Eats, it costs a lot more?
Yeah,
Yeah. So the small businesses are still trying to make their profit,
yeah,
as well as Uber, because Uber Eats still needs to make a profit out of it as Uber needs to make a profit out of it. So it's a win-win situation for both. The only person who loses legit is no one at this point, because the person who's ordering it as well gets food at the end.
yeah. So it's a win-win-win for like everyone. Uber corporation, the small business, the person eating the food, and the Uber driver
as well.
So it's
yeah.
like 4 niggas.
Yeah,
I keep
yeah.
saying that. I keep saying that word.
Why
And
is
I'm not
that?
sure. I'm not sure if it's like in my
PC?
lexicon, because it's just like a word that is used. A word that is used. Nah, like it's. I mean, it's not used in the same way that it was used.
Not anymore. Yeah. Okay. But
But I want to stop for like. I want to use it less.
use it.
But
less.
why? But why should I use it less? You know, there's another thing. Like,
Okay, we can't really comment on that. We can.
We can. Our
okay.
ancestors were also called nigger and
Were they?
coolie. Apparently so. Yes.
Okay, so we can talk about it. All right. So with the N, well, I'm not gonna say the N word online. I mean, if you know me personally, I would probably say it to your face, but not like that though. So I only use the N word as nicely, not as how the KKK or white supremacists or white slave owners used to
Use it.
use it.
The definition has changed.
The definition has changed, and it depends on how you use it. Like, sometimes you can say there are certain words, like, oh, dick. So like, if you made a joke to me, I would just say, "Oh, you're such a dick, bro." But it'd be as a like, I'm laughing with you sort of thing.
Yeah.
But if I find someone who's like stealing from, like if I heard that someone stole something from someone, I'd be like, bro, that was such a dick move. Like it depends on the context on how you use it.
And how you use it. And that's what I think is important. The words aren't necessarily important itself. It's the way you use those words. So I think a lot of societies or a lot of like communities today are putting emphasis on the actual letters and the actual sounds itself than the actual meanings and context behind it. Because just as evolution works on like a physical plane, it also works on a language plane as well. Languages evolve, right? Latin is now dead, right? Maori, reo, unfortunately is dying. And that's I find that's a really bad thing. But meanings of words also evolve. Look at the word gay. Back in the days, the word gay was like having a gay old time.
It was happy. It was
gay
happy.
time. There's little ice creams and stuff.
Yeah,
and then for some reason, over time, it evolved to mean homosexual, right?
And
then post that, it meant to mean like that's a bad thing. Oh fuck, that's fucking gay. You know?
Yeah.
It evolved to that, and like.
And then it sort of evolved back to homosexual again.
And now it's evolved back to homosexual, and it's because the gay was used as a slur to homosexuals.
Yeah.
Like, are you gay, bro? Like, or like, don't be gay. But that was us as well, though.
That was us. Yeah,
but
no.
still,
I will like put it out there that I used to use the word gay as a bad word.
Yeah, but who didn't though?
Yeah.
You know, that was part of the
slang
how
at the
we
time,
talk.
how we talk, but like
Again,
things have changed
and it's evolved. And now, like, if someone says I'm gay, it'd be like, sweet. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it, and I won't ever say, oh, that's gay. Like, isn't that's a bad thing to do? That's gay. I would never say that anymore because the language has evolved.
The meaning of that has moved on.
Has moved on or moved back, really.
Or moved back, but it's moved forward.
Yeah.
In like a better way. So it's like the word. Look, I'm happy with saying nigger, Nigga. I'm happy with doing that.
Yeah.
Because that's evolved that way. Like it's evolved from the original Nigger, nigger. That's evolved from that to nigger.
The thing is, like, there are still people out there who use the N word in a bad way, right? And there are people who can't, like, so white people, for instance, can't use that word anymore. Like, according to black people now, can't use that word because because their ancestors have used it in such a horrific, in such a bad way.
So do you think that this, like, the whole thing is like the sins of the father should not carry down to the son?
Yeah,
right?
I do believe that, and I don't get, like, I can understand where black people are coming from, but at the same time, like, you either, like, you got to move on from that because a lot of people aren't racist anymore. I mean, there are people that are racist. There's always going to be people that are racist, but there majority of the population aren't as racist as it was back in the 50s. Like, yeah, and that was only 50 years ago. Yeah, so like everybody should be able to say it, and on top of that, either we can say it or nobody says it at all, and it's just fair on everybody. Because isn't that a little bit racist?
Yeah. So certain groups are only allowed to use certain words, and other groups aren't allowed to use certain words. That's racist, like, by definition.
Yeah.
If other people are allowed to do things that other people are not allowed to do, other races, based on your skin color, that's pretty much what it's based about.
Yeah.
Right? That's racist.
That's racist.
So, you know, like, that's something that.
And it's not trying to attack the black people. It's just like.
But it's not. But the thing is, like, it's not just black people. Like, my ancestors were called niggers by white colonialists, and I'm not black, right? I'm a minority in New Zealand anyway. But like, you know, so am I still not allowed to use the word if from their point of view? Because from their point of view, their ancestors were called that as a racial slur. That word, nigger, right? But so were mine. So why is it just a black word? Why is it just an African word? why is it not like people who were in some form of slavery? Because the terms that they used for our instances was indentured laborers. Do you know anything about Fiji and all that stuff?
Oh, a little bit, yeah, a little bit, a little
All right,
bit.
so let me try to explain for people who might not know, pretty much, right? So, like, India was a British colony,
Yep.
right? And when they wanted to like do farming in like other areas, but they wanted workers who were already British or knew how everything works, right? They saw people in the islands as like new people. So how can they control them? So they took out Indians from India to these places. So they went to like Fiji, Suriname, Kenya, I think some of them, South Africa, space like that, to work on like the sugarcane farms and other farms stuff like that to build the economy, and then all that profit and stuff would go back to Britain. So it was a form of slavery, but they were paid like measly. They were paid like
Nothing really.
well, they were paid, but they were paid pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
Right? They weren't even paid enough. They were paid just enough to get a ride back to India.
Yeah.
So by the end of the time, they'd have zero anyway. Which is
Yeah.
why most of them started to stay back in the countries that they were. So now you have a large population of Indians in Fiji, in Suriname, Kenya, South Africa, etc. Right? So it was a form of slavery. However, the Africans who were brought to America, they were not paid anything.
No, they were just.
They were actual slaves.
They were actual slaves. They were fed a little bit. They
They were
were,
fed, clothed, etc.
but only like the
but not
tiniest
paid.
bit. Yeah. This kind of sucks.
That sucks. But I feel like that's not much of a jump from slavery to indentured laborers like our ancestors were. I feel like it's the same sort of relationship. So, how come? Well, maybe like there is no indentured laborers because a lot of influence on our life comes from the US.
Yeah.
You know, like even like using the word "yo, what's up, man, nigga," like even that's like a really African American way of talking.
Yeah, it is an. Yeah, but okay. Some of our culture is influenced from America. Most of it's
Yeah.
born and raised here, and a little bit from Australia.
What about like TV and media? Like that's all American shows. Like every good
Shortland Street.
But who the fuck watches Shortland Street, man?
Don't be me, man. My mate's on it. All right.
Oh,
Chill.
okay.
No, it's
Yeah.
pretty shit. Home and Away.
Home and Away.
Yeah.
Well, of course I used to watch Shortland Street. I used to watch Home and Away. But I never watched fucking Neighbours.
Yeah, Neighbours was terrible. I never watched Shortland Street. I tried to get into it, but I couldn't. Home and Away was just. It was nice and easy.
I had periods of watching Shortland Street. I liked it when can't remember. Like, oh no, when Rachel came back
Rachel.
as like the corporate person, and not as what was Rachel before?
Huh?
Younger days.
Dude, I don't know, but
Oh, yeah,
I never watched.
why would you
Shortland
know?
Street.
Well,
I only watched Home and Away. Like
Home and Away.
it was back when like Alf. I think he's dead.
Oh yeah.
No,
What's
he's
the
still
flaming
alive.
hell's going on here? It was the best.
Back when Thor used to be on it.
Oh, okay, I don't remember him on it. I just watched Home and Away when people were on it. I can't remember. It was someone's son and a daughter and like
Oh yeah, because
and
the
a MILF.
majority of Leia.
I don't know. There was a MILF on it and who had a son. Oh her daughter's boyfriend, something like that. I don't know.
I can't believe we're talking about that. Oh shit.
Was that too much for you?
Nah. I mean, it is like just TV shows
Yeah.
that we've reviewed.
And we were kids watching that. That's weird, eh?
Yeah.
Like we were like young as. Like I was like maybe 10
But-
or 12 or something, and I was like watching shows like that, and it was talking about that sort of stuff. You know, it's weird, eh?
It was easy to understand, and it was PG.
PG, oh, yeah. But there was no. Well, when I was watching, it was like on a 5:30. Like, my parents were not home then, so I was watching it alone.
I had some cousins who actually couldn't watch Simpsons,
Yeah, I have some nephews who are not allowed to watch Simpsons.
but it's like if you watch Simpsons, there's nothing wrong. Actually not that it's not. There's nothing wrong with Simpsons.
Do you think we're living in a bubble wrap time at the moment?
At the moment, no. before
Like
we did.
we're being way too safe with our kids. We should expose them
That's the
to
thing.
more risks and dangers so they can learn like hands-on experience of learning what it feels like to feel like hurt and stuff.
That's the
It's
thing.
too bubble wrap society.
I don't think we are. I don't think we are anymore, especially because of there are parents these days who just put the tablet on, put on YouTube, and the kids can just cycle through it. And YouTube has like it doesn't have the best algorithm.
Correct.
Like no
Yeah.
one's ever gonna have the best algorithm. It doesn't have the best and you can't have people watch the videos and see if it's fitting.
It's
for
good or
the-
not.
Yeah,
Thumbs up or
'cause
thumbs down it.
There's more
Like
than
Uber.
300 hours of content being uploaded every minute
Oh yeah, exactly.
to YouTube.
Exactly.
So like, how are you gonna get someone to watch 300 hours a minute? Like,
And that's where a computer would be better than a human.
Yeah.
Just like you were saying before with the whole self-checkout and self
Yeah, yeah,
flight
yeah.
at airports, a computer or a machine would do that. But the algorithms, again, are not perfect.
are not perfect, and you can just get away with stuff. And that's what I feel like how the kids today are not bubble wrap because their parents are not educated well enough. But if you're talking about bubble wrap in the sense of getting
Like-
ourselves hurt by
Offensive
Offended.
stuff.
Oh, yeah, our
like the
genera-
word nigger is what I'm talking about.
yeah, our
right?
generation is definitely bubble wrapped, especially because like
Millennials.
millennials are bubble wrapped because they are offended by everything,
Well, not everything,
most things,
but like things that
everything.
things that like I find weird. Oh, clearly, like we're all individuals. We all have our own values and beliefs about certain stuff, and what offends us and what doesn't, because it depends on our experience and like how we've lived, etc., and like our ethnicity or our culture, our language we speak, etc. We've been brought up, but some things are just not that like. You know, something. Well, exactly, but that's just my subjective view. Ha ha ha.
Most things aren't really offensive. Like, okay, how about this? Jimmy Carr was down in, I think, Dunedin,
Yeah, he came to New Zealand like
Yeah.
a small while ago. Yeah.
and he made a joke about Christchurch.
About the earthquake.
Yeah, about the earthquake,
Sure.
and everybody, most people had a little cry about it, but like
Oh,
it was Jimmy Carr. You kind of have to expect that.
I
From him.
mean, a comedian's job is to be funny and to
And-
crack jokes.
To go over the line, let's be honest, they're supposed to go over the line. You go to comedians stand up show to just relax and have fun and laugh about
Yeah.
the world.
Exactly. I mean, like things are funny. Like imagine like there's so much like stories about a 1, 5, or 6 letter word, right? Or even a 4 letter word starting with F, right? What the hell? It's a word. It's 4 letters. It hasn't got any magic word. It's 1 syllable, right? But it's like a magic word, you know? It's like open. It's like a abracadabra. It's like fuck. You're like,
Oh, that's the word you were talking about. I was like,
What we- what-
four-letter word you
what
talking about? Okay, so fuck. It can be used in certain ways. You just
But-
at school you can't.
it was offensive. It's an offensive word. How does a word have that much power?
That's really cool, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. How does it have that much power? It's just
It's
Really-
literally just characters and then a sound, 1 syllable. Fuck. How does that word have so much baggage attached to it? It's what fuck. Like it takes less than a second to say. And truck is like all good. Like, you know? Like what the hell? I do not understand. You know?
it's just it's the meaning behind the word. That's what
It's an
people.
exclamation. What the fuck? Like, oh my
Yeah.
fucking god! Like, it's
Yeah, but like
it's
saying
just like a extreme version of saying, oh my god, oh my, it's like, oh my god,
No, so no-
oh my fucking god.
so people don't
Visual-
really have
visual
a problem with that. It's sort of an okay because of the over exaggeration. Like when you say "oh my fucking god," it's like sort of like oh okay you're really annoyed about this. When
Yeah.
you say "oh my god," you're not as annoyed.
Exactly. So the fuck adds that exaggeration.
Yeah,
into
and then saying "fuck you" is just insult. just
Right. And then it comes to what you were saying before, Anish, is like, it's
How
how
you
you
use
use
it.
the word
how you use the word.
and what context, etc.
And then on top of that, okay, we don't want to use the word fuck in school because it's school. Like, you kind of want to teach them other words to, go
Yeah,
to.
it's vocabulary.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't say that word. That's why I tried to not say that word. But
Anish didn't do English. Sorry, guys.
well, I did do English.
At uni. In year 13?
No.
See, I told you. I told you. Fuck. Oh my god, I just used the word.
Nah, see, that was fine. It just depends on the context.
Context matters?
Yeah, context always matters.
Exactly.
Always matters. Like how you said the bite,
Soundbite.
sound bite, right? Like what was it? We still have it here. There was a major breach of trust. I'm really sorry this happened. Imagine if he just said,
Just heard that.
I'm really sorry this happened. Like, that's out of context. A little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
But context matters because you have to understand the full story. Because just taking that and putting that into your head and being like, fuck, he said sorry that he was at fault, rah, rah, rah. But you didn't even, like, understand the whole context behind it. So that is important. And that's a really interesting thing about the world that we live in at the moment. Is like, somehow some certain words are getting, like, this magical power. And it's dividing people. Yeah, people are saying, no, this word is not okay, and some people are saying it, no, it is okay, and it's causing trouble, like physical violence. A word, a sound that you make with, like,
Your throat.
your throat, your mouth, whatever,
Your muscles.
but it's creating, like, this sort of, like, tension in the world, and it's really absurd to even, like, wrap my head around. I can't even.
Well,
like,
it's
we have to
absurd
be
that we have
speaking.
a language in the first place.
Yeah. What the fuck is language?
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, and then like, oh yeah, I was thinking about this while I was doing Uber.
What?
That when did this become this? It's the same meaning.
It's the same. It's just kids just wanted to be cool.
I know, but like that's an evolution of gestures. Like, because I was driving up Brooklyn and there's like a stop go thingy happening there, like the sign where you have to like switch.
Oh
the
yeah,
finger.
yeah.
So I'm most of the time I'm always like, thanks guys for doing it. So I'll do like, but this and then I was thinking about this and I was like, when was like the shake added? When was the pinky added? And like the thumbs up. Thumbs up somehow added a pinky, turned it sideways, and a random shake started happening. Like that's a evolution of like gestures. And then like there's a language of gestures too, because like this is offensive in some countries,
And so is this.
and this is offensive in some countries.
And
Even this is offensive in some countries. Apparently,
really,
I think so. This is offensive. I mean, this is offensive, but
Does
not
it-
anymore. No one. Have you seen anyone do this anymore?
no one does it anymore.
No one does it. It's moved on. We've moved on from that.
Actually, yeah, good point. No one's. I
No one
haven't
does
seen-
the pulls of fingers.
I only do it to my mates if I'm like playing around with them. But
Yeah,
I
but
never
not like
do it.
seriously like no one actually does that.
No, unless like they're really pissed off. But
But I haven't seen
I
it in a
haven't seen
long
anyone-
time.
well, I can't really say anything.
But
I just stay in my room.
I've seen these guys around heaps.
Oh yeah, it's popped up.
Whoa, maybe this, it's more positive now.
No, because this is nice. This is
This
like
like, yeah, brother.
because this was because I thought this was used for surfers. I thought surfers used this.
Yeah,
so-
apparently it was Australian or Californian or something.
Yeah,
Where
surfs
it's
up, dude.
surfing.
Yeah,
Sure, brother. That's my go-to now.
sure, bro. Oh, that.
Yeah. Oh no, not my go-to, but
I
like
do that. Peace,
that's real like
peace.
that's really a Japanese thing to do, like the peace sign.
Kawaii.
You know, kawaii. What does that mean? Even?
Cute or scared.
Okay, so that's a juxtaposition right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you could be like,
It's one or the other.
and what am I doing? Am I being cute or am I scared?
Because like I see it on like internet and stuff like, oh my god, this is so kawaii, and I'm like, okay, so it means cute. And then and then when I hear it in animation, it's like, why are you being so kawaii? Like when they say it in Japanese, and I'm like, wait, that translated to scared? What? what's going on. So it's either
Yeah.
scared or scared, fear, or cute.
Right. So words always can have different like totally different meanings as well.
Yeah.
Like,
So like
things that don't even relate to each other. Like the word you just said, kawaii.
yeah, or
Is
like
that how you say it? Kawaii? Like
yeah,
Hawaii?
Yeah, yeah.
Kawaii.
Except Hawaii, you actually say it as Hawaii.
Hawaii, and you have that little break, eh?
Yeah.
Hawaii. I actually don't know.
It's like Hawaii or
Hawaii. Hawaii.
The W is replaced by a V, I think.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
It's not. No, it's a. Is it
It's
a
a
V?
V. So it's spelled with the W, but apparently you use a V. That's how
Hawaii.
I've heard it. I don't know if I'm
Islands of
right.
Hawaii.
Just correct me if I'm
Hawaii.
wrong.
Well, that's really interesting because in the Hindi alphabet, so my name is Divesh, right? With the V in English, Divesh. But how my name is written in Hindi, the character which is used, is the same for V and W. So it's like interchangeable.
Okay.
So some people call me not some people, but like you could say Divesh, Diwesh, and that will still translate to the same thing in Hindi, in the Hindi language,
Oh.
in Devanagari script, which is what I think it's called. I don't actually know, but that's
Okay.
weird. So the actual thing of that is V and W, like Hawaii or Hawaii.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's cool. That India and Hawaii, pretty separate, but they have this similar thing for like the V and the W, V and W,
I think that happens with a lot of cultures, to be honest.
V and W.
Well,
Well, clearly not in English, because if you said "Where are you going?" people will fucking laugh at you.
no, they were okay. Not
And
in
that's
that-
why Indians do that V, where and V thing. Where are you going? Because the V and W is the same shit. And
Oh shit! Oh shit! What? Oh
like,
shit!
what are you doing? Where are you going? The V, because in Hindi, the V and the W are the same shit. So there's no break in that. There's no differentiation between the V and the W. It's the same thing.
Holy shit! That's no okay. Because I know it happens in English. I mean, like, don't C's sound like K's at some point?
Yeah, what the hell is up
Like
with that?
become and what else can C? Because
When did GH
Certain.
become F? Like laugh.
I don't know.
I was
Did-
thinking about this other day.
Other day,
Not other die.
other day.
I'm just gonna decline this call.
What if it was
Nah, it's one of my it's like
mate?
no, one of my client, not one of my clients, but one of the clients
Ah.
at the work that I do,
Right.
and he's calling me for some reason. At what time is it right now?
4:30.
Okay, so it's still like office time.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I'm not at the office, but I'll talk to him after this. 'Cause I'm not working at the moment. I'm
Yeah,
doing
no,
this
it's
thing.
all
I'm just
good.
chatting. What were we talking about before?
We were talking
Oh yeah,
about
C and K.
C and K, G and H, GH.
A, B, C. C is for cat. That makes no sense, eh?
Yeah, but C is also for certain.
S. But S can be certain.
Yeah, S.
So
should
what
be
is C? So
certain.
C is not even like C shouldn't even be there.
No.
It's just K and S put together.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no point in C.
Why is C?
And then
the-
school, CH is K. School.
Well, again, there's like a history of like language has evolved, right? And we keep certain things and we throw out other things.
Mm.
Language
But-
evolves, but it becomes weird. Like laugh. I don't understand laugh. Laugh. That's how you spell laugh, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where's the UGH?
Laugh.
Laug. Laug.
Yeah, that would be
Laug.
laug, eh?
I'm
But
like,
then if you change
caveman.
it, laugh, LAAF, laugh.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
That doesn't look right though, does it?
Neither does laugh though.
Okay, yeah, no, that's right. That's right.
It looks better. It looks better than or LARF. Laugh? No, not laugh.
No, that's
Laugh. It could still be laugh. Yeah, like top. Carp.
Cup,
CARP. Carp.
laugh.
Laugh. LARF.
No, I think you have to put in an extra R into it. You have to roll a little bit of an R.
Larf. You have to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
arf.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
a dog.
Otherwise, it just wouldn't make sense. But
Nah.
you can't really put two A's together, can you? Is there?
Aardvark, but it's in the front, so not really.
Yeah.
Not in the middle.
It's not
Unless it's a different language.
yeah, but
Like
we're talking about
Maori.
English. We're
Like
talking about-
Maori.
Oh, is it? Well, wait, how do you pronounce it?
Maori.
I pronounce it Mori.
It's wrong.
So how's it?
So because Maori, it's like M and then A, and then it has the little thingy on
Yeah,
top, the
yeah.
line.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called, but that is an extension of a vowel.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to spell Maori without the little thingy, if you don't have it in the script or whatever, if you're using a typewriter or something, then you spell it Maori because
Oh.
the A is extended. So it's Maori.
Oh, okay, okay.
From what I know, I'm not like fluent
Fluent
in
or-
Maori,
yeah.
but I do know like my mihi. I've been practicing that actually. My mihi, your real introduction.
Oh, okay. Okay. Nice.
So that's yeah. So and also listen. See, while I'm doing Uber, I get exposed to a lot of different radio stations because like I've now set like because I can have 18 stations set into the into like the radio bit in
Console.
in my car in the console. Sorry, yeah. So I've learned the different stations because who listens to radio anymore anyway?
Yeah.
No one, right? It's like just pull up your phone, Spotify, iTunes if you even
Yeah.
use iTunes, and like it's music's there.
Yeah, yeah. Music's just handy. man.
Podcast for news, YouTube for news, etc. So radio's like real old school stuff, but in the car that's all we have. So while I'm doing Uber and stuff, I'm listening to lots of radio and I have all my set stuff. And I forgot what I was talking about. Why did I mention radio in the first place?
You were exposed to separate things.
Yeah. Fuck.
I
I don't know what I was talking about there. No. Oh fuck. Whereas the people in the who's watching this is just gonna like rewind it and be like, "You were talking about that, you fucking idiot." And I'm gonna be like, "I can't remember." I actually cannot remember what I was talking. What my point was gonna be. But anyway, when I'm on the radio in Uber, I can set the different stations, and now I'm open. Right. Okay. Now I know what I'm talking about. Fucking hell. So there's a station based in the Hutt region, Lower Hutt, Upper Hutt. It's called Atiawatoa. I know Awa means river, which is why I would so Atiawatoa is like the Hutt River based radio, right?
Yeah.
But it has a lot of te reo Māori words used in it. A lot of songs as well, which are sung in reo as well. And also other really old school throwbacks of like the 80s, 90s, like Exhibit and stuff is on it, like the old Snoop Dogg, like Smoke Weed Every Day, like those songs are on it too. So it's a cool, I love it, man. Like while I'm doing Uber and the Hut and stuff, it's my go-to, man. It's so good. But at the same time, I can practice it out because it has like little like 2-minute segments where it's like, this is a Maori phrase. This is what it means, and this is how you can use it in a sentence.
Oh yeah.
So just like while there's no one in the car, I can just say it out loud and practice my pronunciation and like how I speak and stuff.
Why not do it with a Maori fella in it?
Maori.
Person in your car, and like so you can get pointers from them as well.
Right. So that's what happened recently is because while I had that radio station on in my car, a lady who I assume was Maori got into the car and she was like, "Is this a Te Reo Māori station?" Clearly she doesn't listen to radio, but none of us do really.
Yeah, no,
right?
yeah.
So she was like, "Is this a Maori station?" I was like, "Yeah, it's called Atiawatoa. It's based in the Hut. And yeah, it has like Maori bits and pieces around in it and it helps me to like practice Maori." And then she was like, "Oh, are you learning to, like, are you learning Maori and stuff? That's really cool." Like, So I assumed that, well, ethnically she looked like some of her was Maori.
Yeah.
Like, maybe half but there was some Maori in her, I think I could tell. It's weird how we can tell based on, like, just facial features and, like, skin color. Is that racist? No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's
Like, if someone said, "Are you Indian, bro?" I'd be like, "Yeah, good job for guessing that right." Right? Or would you be offended by it?
no. I'll just be like, most of the time I'm just like, all right, cool, bro. Like, good on you for realizing because I can't tell if someone's Indian or not.
What?
Honest.
Really?
Yeah. Some because like Indians and what is it called? Afghan? No, Pakistanis.
Pakis is apparently it's an offensive term.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But
Sorry,
I know
yes.
what you mean though.
Yeah, Pakistanis.
I understand the context around
Yeah.
that what you said.
I can't tell the difference between Pakistanis and Indians.
Oh, okay.
They look exactly the same to me.
Yeah, well, they
Yeah.
would be because they're ethnically this part of the same geography.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
India was split up into India and Pakistan.
Most of the time, I don't actually tell the difference between
You
a
can't.
lot of Asian, like Korea, South Korea, Japan, and China.
By looking at them only,
By looking at them only. When I start
hear them
listening,
speak, then you can tell.
then I can tell Japanese or Korean,
Yeah.
and then it'd be like if I can't tell if what language it is, then I'll just go to Chinese, I guess.
Because that's like
Yeah.
that's where most of the eggs would fit,
The
like India.
Yeah, the one I can mainly guess from the islands is just Fiji. I can't tell the difference between Tongans, Samoans, and Maoris.
Maori, no, I think Maori is a easy one to pick up.
Nah, for me, like
Really?
I honestly can't tell the difference between people. I don't know my geography. Like, I just see people. Like, I know this is
okay.
like really PC to say, but I do just see people as people. I just don't see from where they come. Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, but so anyway, yeah. So she was in the car and we were talking and stuff, and yeah, like she was like, "That's really cool." Like, and then she said, "Well, can I like hear you practice
Speak, yeah?
me?" And I was like, "Fuck." So I put up my window. I was gonna do this. I wound up my window. What the fuck? No kids would know what this means.
No one knows what a VCR is.
But
No, kids
Yeah.
know what a VCR. Like, things evolve. That's what happens. We don't know a lot of things from back in, like, let's say 1920s or 1950s.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things that we don't know.
like
But
what?
yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay. You got me there. You got me fucking there.
There's a lot of things we don't know.
Sure.
But yeah, keep
Yeah.
going. So
Sorry, yeah. So I had to wind up my window. I put the radio like lower volume, and I was like, "Kia ora koutou te whānau." And I like continued, and then after I finished, she was like, "Oh, that's really good pronunciation." Like, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm just practicing and stuff." Like, yeah.
yeah.
So
Well,
yeah, that was fun.
As a Kiwi, we should know our three main languages.
I agree.
Which is English, Te Reo,
Te reo.
and sign language.
Do you think we should be required to learn sign language or basic level? Basic level sign language. Did you think so?
Yep.
I reckon Maori is more important than I think sign language was just. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I think sign language was put in there to make it inclusive. Like
For deaf and mute people.
yeah, because nowhere else in the world, as far as I know, is sign language an official language of a country. New Zealand is the first, maybe the only one to have that.
Yeah. Oh, well, most likely. Like,
Most,
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, but I'm going to
Yeah,
assume that right now.
but yeah, that's why.
But it's not based on any history. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's why sign language is third out of the top three. So
Correct.
it'd be I don't know if it's English first then Te Reo, but we learn basic Te Reo. We should learn also basic sign language. Like, imagine, like, because I've seen like a lot of videos and gifs of like Disneyland workers signing to little kids.
Yeah,
and
they-
stuff. They'll just make me smile.
And the kids and stuff are like, "Oh my god, she speaks my language."
yeah,
It's so good. Eh?
That's why I reckon
Feels
like
good.
it'd be cool just to learn every kind of language.
All I know in sign language is like "thank you." I think so.
Sidewalk.
Is it actually?
Remember?
Yeah, but is it actually?
Yeah, we
but
learned
It was like, but it was American sign. We didn't know the source of it. It was American Sign Language probably,
Yeah.
not New Zealand Sign Language.
Walk.
I don't know, man.
Sidewalk.
Like,
Why
this-
is there different?
This is thank you, isn't it? Because gestures can be offensive in different languages. So like it changes. So there's a cultural aspect even before. Because remember, Shakespeare in times, like don't bite your thumb at me. So like this was offensive.
Was it?
Right? Like don't fucking do this to me, you fucker. Like that. And have you seen any old Michael Jackson videos? I think bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. You know that video.
Yeah.
He does this.
Yeah, that still is offensive.
Hey, when have you seen that ever? In
Well, not in New
live?
Zealand, not in New
Hey.
Zealand, but in movies like.
I've never seen
And
that.
Friends, have you not seen Joey do that? They have a lot of gestures there, like.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It's Ross, bro. Don't ask me, man.
Unagi.
Yeah.
Salmon skin roll. See, again, Friends, American TV show.
Yeah.
It's influenced our lives completely, and we're on the other side of the world. How is that possible? Like, US influence is huge, man. Black Panther, right? Have you seen Black Panther?
No.
Neither have I. But even without seeing the movie, right? It's like already influencing every media stream that I follow on YouTube. PewDiePie talks about it. Philip DeFranco talks about it. Joe Rogan talks about it. Everyone talks about it, right? Who I know, even in New Zealand. What I mean is like people who I follow. It's like it's infiltrated all the streams that I follow. It's like, holy crap! How big is this? Is this like the Star Wars of our generation?
No. Well,
is Mark Hamill what's his name? Chad Bosewick? Is that his name?
Who's that?
The guy. No, not Chad Bosewick. Chadwick Boseman, the actor, the main actor, for Black Panther.
Oh, right.
What's his name? Chadwick Boseman.
I don't know.
Anyway, his name. He's like the, not the Anakin Skywalker, but the Luke Skywalker of our generation in a certain way.
No, he's not.
Okay, maybe.
Because with Black Panther, it was a whole lot of controversy because it was like an all-black film. That's why it was huge. It wasn't just a.
Yeah. It was the director, the writers, like full on.
Like, just like Get Out as well. That's why it was huge. Like, it wasn't even. Get Out wasn't a racist movie. That's the funny thing about it.
I haven't seen Get Out.
Oh, dude,
I know. I've heard really good things about it.
It's such a good movie, and it's funny because you think it's racist at first, but
there's no racial.
It's got to do with race.
The trailer.
It's got to do with race.
Okay.
But it's not racist.
Ooh.
It's really, really good. I'm not gonna spoil it to you because you need to watch that shit because it's like, what was his name? Keel, I think. Who?
Jonathan. Those guys, KP.
Yeah.
Those two guys.
Yeah,
I was about to say those two N-words.
The what?
See, would that have been like crossing the line?
I think it would have been.
Well,
it totally depends.
Depends on the context.
Yeah. And they probably wouldn't have liked it anyway. So it depends on who you're talking to as well. Anyway,
we've spoken on that already. So the K Peel guys. Those guys wrote it, or the guys directed it?
What the bigger guy? I don't know.
I don't know who's who. I just know them as package deal.
The bigger guy directed it, and he just did an amazing job with it. So,
wow.
Yeah, have a watch. It's really, really good.
Okay. Cool. That's
right.
Pretty good.
Everybody.
Bro, that's like an hour. We did pretty good today. I feel real good. So either that or that. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. And everybody watch Get Out, Friends, Home and Away.
Haha.
Not Shortland Street.
No, what's on the street?
Nah, it's not that great.
It's got your friends on it.
Yeah.
So one day I'd like to have those two on my podcast.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not? Once I improve.
Okay.
If it takes off. I mean, like, there's a lot of Kiwis also that I've been sort of trying to... Like, I'm making a list.
You're making a list?
I'm checking it twice.
Oh my god. And if you'd like to be a part of this, just contact Divi.
Or Anish.
No, just contact Divi. Don't contact me. He's the one who organizes it. I'm just here for the ride.
I'm using Anish's room.
This is my room.
And using Anish too.
That's a topic that we're going to discuss next time about office harassment.
Our relationship.
Oh my god. Catch you on.
We're done.
See ya.
Later.
Bye. Oh shit.
That's good.
Alright. Give this to you and then probably go
Oh
sleep
shit.
and
Stop it on here, that'd be a good idea.
Alright.